Well, what a day it has been, and it seems we got to dig a little bit more into Homeland Security and the FBI, because they're doing more than just providing grants to people. Okay, well, in the middle of the debacle between Sweet Baby Inc., Take This, and everyone else, with the government entities stepping and weeding into the situation on what's being dubbed now as GamerGate 2, journalists alike and everyone else that thinks that this is a targeted hate campaign from gamers, and it's not. This all started when Chris Kindred, the worker for Sweet Baby Inc., decided that he wanted to tear down a curator on Steam because he put up a list of the games that they worked on. That's all this guy did, and said, I don't recommend these, don't play these, this company just seems to be ruining these games. And now it's turned into this is extreme terrorism, it's harassment, it's everything like that, and it's everything of the past that we've seen when Gamergate was at the height level between 2014 and 2016, all the way up to 2018. Where are we now? Well, countering violent extremism. FBI and DHS, the Homeland Security, need strategies and goals for sharing threat information with social media and gaming companies. This is on January 31st, 2024. So this just came out kind of just before everything has exploded here. This came out a month before. Domestic terrorism poses a significant threat to the U.S. According to the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, domestic terrorism often use online platforms such as social media and gaming to communicate radical ideas to a wide audience and mobilize like-minded people. Well, why are we bringing this up? Well, it seems that this is what they thought they were doing when they sent upwards to $700,000 to 3 companies, and one of these 3 companies was Take This, the people that put up the article on response to Gamergate 2. This is absolutely ridiculous. So 3 companies share $700,000. One of them is the Middlebury Institute Center on Terrorism, Extremism, and Counterterrorism, the non-profit organization Take This, and the company looking to curb toxic online behavior called Logically. Now, 2 of the 3 of these, they don't, everything I looked at, they seem to be up and up. But this non-profit Take This is the one that we have questions over. Recently, we went over the people that are working for Take This, and you have ties all the way back to the original Gamergate. You have ties to Wizards of the Coast and Critical Role with people that had made dungeons. You have ties to Microsoft, BioWare, Bethesda, and the lot. It's absolutely ridiculous. Go watch the other video that I've done. I'll probably link it somewhere here. Over the past decade, video games have increasingly become focal points for social activity and identifying creation of adolescents and young adults. Relationships made and fostering with game ecosystems routinely cross over into the real world and the impactful parts of local communities, the grant announcement on the DHS website said. Correspondingly, extremists have used video games targeting video game communities for activities ranging from propaganda creation to terrorism, mobilization, and training. I can tell you right now, none of that is going on in this community. None of that is going on in the other communities I am involved with. This is nothing that's going on. There's memes being shared. That's about it. What we got from Take This was it's a terrorist organization and it needs to be taken down. They're causing harassment on Sweet Baby Inc. Well, Sweet Baby Inc. put their foot in their mouth and they haven't stopped. Chris Kindred actually was unprotected his account again today made a new tweet, and then went right back to protection mode because he can't say anything on social media right now because all these people want to do is spew hatred. They want to stir the pot and just make sure all of us know they're there. We all know they're there, and it's absolutely ridiculous at this point. Now, in here, take this. Dr. Rachel Cowart and CTEC's Alex Newhouse shred some of their early findings at this year's Game Developers Conference. The Game Developers Conference, everyone that's right now defending Sweet Baby Inc. seems to have this GDC in their timeline, in their bio, or in their profile name. And it seems that this whole conference has been taken over by everything that they're trying to combat at this point. And it confirms that the initial focus will lean towards the white nationalism and white supremacy. None of which is going on here. It's absolutely ridiculous. All this is people are sick and tired of things being shoehorned in their video games over the name of diversity and inclusion. Everything, video games included, has always been diverse. And now they're trying to say, oh no, if you don't allow this diversity into it, you're a white nationalist. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Their efforts will make some lasting change in the industry and beyond. Yeah, their efforts are making a lasting change right now. People's are being laid off. We've seen, 7,000 layoffs, if not more at this point, in the gaming industry. A lot of that is gaming bloat or organizational bloat. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that are just upset that they're losing their jobs. Recently, I actually spoke about Star Citizen, talking about how the ones that they let go seem to be the ones that they were trimming the fat, which I think was partially the ones that were trying to bring in this type of DIE. I keep wanting to call it die because that's what it makes me want to do right now with how much is radical on it. Now, as I'm editing this, I of course got to go through something else here. Eve Crevoshay, executive director for Take This, joined Take This as an executive director in 2018. She is a 20-year-old veteran of a nonprofit sector with a focus on fundraising and executing strategy. Her background spans education, social services, and the arts, and she is committed to identifying and enabling systematic change. Eve is a member of the advisory board for GDC, Game Developers Conference, the advisory board for the Game Developments Conference, where all of these people seem to be congregating right now. They're getting ready to go to this conference. You're going to see nothing but more things like this coming forward. I have one last thing here to show. Gameshotline.org. You ready for this? We're going to open link. This goes to the game and online harassment, and we're going to go to the About tab. About Us, the game and online harassment hotline, offered real-time text messaging, based emotional support, and digital safety guidance. Our story. Established by Anita Sarkeesian in 2019. The games and online harassment hotline emerged in the wake of the gaming industry's first Me Too wave. With the decision to close Feminine Frequency, the games hotline shut its doors as well. The FBI, Homeland Security, telling gamers that they're part of the extreme out there for terrorism, harassment, and all these other things, and they're telling you that you're part of the white national movement. Meanwhile, the ghosts and skeletons of Feminine Frequency and Anita Sarkeesian's troop have taken over what's called Take This, with grants from Homeland Security to perpetuate this GamerGate 2. Well, we're here. Thanks for watching. I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Cindershadow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you again very soon.